Sam Vestiwarn, back for another Star Trek The Official Starships Collection review. Issue 35, you know. It's a pretty big milestone, I think you'll agree. This time we're doing the Klingon Bird of Prey, I think 2250, I think this one is. And as usual, you get your magazine and you get the ship itself. But more on that in a moment. So we'll get cracking on. We have specifications operated by the Klingon Defence Force. Operational 2150. So I said 2250, didn't I? 2150. Weaponry: disruptor cannons ×8, twin torpedo launchers, length 145.36 meters, top speed Mach 5, mission, patrol, raiding, and assault. And we get a lovely CG render on the front. Much rather have had that on the front cover, but you know, still not bad. That is a lovely CG render there. I really do love that. Flying in formation there. Other ships in the Klingon fleet during the 22nd century included the Raptor and the D4 class battlecruiser, both of which shared basic layout that will be later used for the tlhIngan class. When humans first encountered the Klingons in 2150, the Bird of Prey was already established part of the fleet, and raiding parties ventured as far as the Sol system. And there we've got more images of the ship itself, showing its weapons capabilities there, the tactical capabilities, docking with the NX-01, in formation with, I think that's a Raptor. Yes, it is. Yeah, and then we've got some more bits and pieces as well, firing torpedoes and things like that, being destroyed there, launching escape pods, but just being generally Klingon, having a tractor beam as well, basically being very Klingon and very kicking arse. And then we've got the tech spec section here as well. It's showing you different things, such as weapons layout and stuff like that. I have done a top view. See, what I like about this one, I can't even say there we are, it's got one really big disruptor there and one tiny little disruptor there. But I like that. I think it makes it a little bit different, you know. The Duras Bird of Prey destroyed when he diverted too much power to his forward shields and left the rear exposed. The Enterprise swung over the top and attacked Duras from behind. The Bird of Prey generates a warp field by surrounding superheated plasma into the wings, where it energizes the equivalent of warp coils. Energy from the plasma can also be directed into the wingtip disruptors and also the cloaking device. These are great. I love these. These are the design in the Bird of Prey. That looks fantastic. That looks mean as hell. That looks really cool. I quite like that one as well. It's got some green elements in there. What we designed on the Breen warship. Pretty cool. And of course the D4 battlecruiser there. Or is it D5? Yeah, I do like this section a lot. It's really cool. I know Eagle Moss aren't going to do it, but I would like to see some of the designs as ships as well. That'd be cool. We also need a space dock. There will be a link wherever they do it these days to We Need a Space Dock, but I'll more on that in a moment. And then we're talking about making sense of the Klingons. It's a lot from Deep Space Nine, actually, which the Klingons were more fleshed out in that series than there was in any other. Yeah, there's various episodes and stuff like that, and Grilka, Quark Squeeze. It's actually quite hot for a Klingon. And then we've got the on-screen section at the back. First appearance is the Expanse. Yes, I was right. Last appearance was Divergence, and then they just appeared in Enterprise, and they're designed by John Eve. Bit of trivia. Although we didn't see a 22nd century Klingon Bird of Prey until Star Trek Enterprise Season 2 finale, The Expanse, the term Bird of Prey was mentioned in Season 1 episode Sleeping Dogs. The Vulcans clearly knew about the Bird of Prey before this scene, toPaul was able to identify it straight away. The fact that the Klingons have ships called Bird of Prey in the 22nd century causes some continuity problems. The first Bird of Prey appeared on Star Trek was a Romulan ship. We still haven't got it yet. I'm waiting for. We've got the Enterprise version, but we need the TOS version. First appeared in Star Trek was a Romulan ship which had starring role in Balance of Terror, which is a fantastic episode. The next time the Bird of Prey appears was Star Trek 3. The producer, Harv Bennett, had originally intended it to be a Romulan ship, but Nimoy persuaded him to switch it to the Klingons, and the name of the ship was left unchanged. This led to fans speculate that the ship had been stolen by the Romulans. However, Enterprise clearly shows Klingons had Bird of Prey over 100 years earlier, meaning that it must have been coincidence that the Romulans and the Klingons have the ship by the same name, or it could be simply that the Romulans copied the design or kept the name. And next time we have something else, which I'm not going to go into because it's the next ship and it's rather nice. And I think I've missed it. Well, no, let me just check. Oh no, it's fine. Jumping the gun there. Yeah, so that's the magazine done. Onto the ship itself. And I have to say, very nice. Look at that bad boy. Look at it. It's very cool indeed. You've got the bit of plastic in there for the what I would assume is the deflector dish. And then you've got the clear plastic in the back for the impulse engine there. But this is lovely. You've got the Klingon, if you can see it there, with the glare of the light. Let me show you. There you go. The Klingon symbol there. And you've got the disruptors, and it's bristling with disruptors. You've got two here, and one on each wingtip, and one is slightly bigger than the other. That's pretty cool. And you've got the cloaking plasma conduit generators there. It's got clear bits in if you can see. Yeah, these yellow bits are clear as well. Very nice, Eagle Moss. Very, very nice. And the sculpted detail on it is fantastic. It genuinely looks Klingon, and like I say, I do believe this is actually the first physical model of the ship. Eagle Moss, you're knocking them out the park. You had a dodgy start around about the Voyager time. Voyager is a little bit disappointing, but now you're knocking them out the park. You really are. I mean, especially on the alien ships as well. A lot of people aren't buying the alien ships. They're just going for the Starfleet ships. Get the alien ships. They are really cool. But look at the detail under there. Look at all that panel in there. All the Aztecing. And then you've got the Aztecing on this side as well. It's cool. It really is cool. I am very impressed. And of course you get the base, which says, which you can't see. More fingers and thumbs at the minute. Klingon Bird of Prey. It says 22. It says 2250S for some reason. So I'm sure it means 2150. But you know, it's one of them. It's just a stand. It's not really a problem, and it fits the stand thusly, and it fits in rather snugly, which is pretty cool. And it looks badass on its stand, ready to go into battle and shoot fools. But yeah, it's really nice. It is well worth picking up this one. If you haven't got it yet, ring the customer service and just say, I want this ship, and get it sent to you. It's well worth having. It really is. And it looks fantastic next to your other Klingon ships, which we now have 4. Negvar is the next. Oh no, it's the Raptor next. Then it's the Negvar. In Klingon ships, there's a few in between there, but the Negvar. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just messaging people. Very unprofessional. Yes, that's me. That's the review done. And I will catch you all later. Kapla!